Hi, good morning. I'm the director of the Human Services Agency today, but there was a time in my family's life when we received the food stamp benefit. We experienced food insecurity within my own family. And so for me, the issue of providing information and access to resources is very personal, and I think in many ways helped shape my career as a public servant. I live and work in San Mateo County, which is only about 25 miles south of San Francisco. And in San Mateo County, the cost of living for a family of 3 is about $87,000 per year. And so a mom with 2 children who works 40 hours a week and makes $20 an hour only makes $41,000 a year. And the maximum annual income for food stamps is $25,000 a year. That mom and her children and about 150,000 other residents in San Mateo County are living in the gap.
Now this is Jackie. She is living in the gap. She's a single working mom who was struggling to get by before she heard about the nonprofit Ecumenical Hunger Program, who helped her save money to buy a car and eventually start a business. Now this is a clear case of information helping someone succeed. But how did Jackie get this information? It was only through word of mouth. Now, there are many organizations like Ecumenical Hunger Program that are available to help people like Jackie. But if she doesn't know about them, then they might as well not exist. So how do we make this information more easily accessible beyond word of mouth?
In San Mateo County, we had a plan, and so for the last 30 years, the Human Services Agency contracted with our Peninsula Library System to maintain a database of services and programs in our county, and then to once a year publish a guide, the CIP guide, which happened to be the #1 giveaway at the county fair. Everyone wanted a copy of the guide so that they could help their neighbors and relatives who had issues. However, there were a number of problems with the guide. First of all, it's published once a year, and so the day after it's published, as soon as something changes, it would actually become somewhat obsolete. It was only published in English and Spanish, and San Mateo County is an extremely diverse community, and we needed other languages for the guide. In addition, the guide had a limited number of pages, of course, and could only publish a fraction of the resources that were available in our community. And then, sort of a la Code for America, most people don't access information that way anymore. They'd rather get the information about programs and services on their smartphones, their smart devices, or online.
That's right. So our approach was to build a platform that allows a diverse group of people, government, nonprofits, and community members, to collaborate and participate in solving the problem. The name of our platform is the Ohana API. And what it does is it takes the data from this closed state with only one entity capable of making updates, but without the resources to keep all entries up to date, to this open and accessible state where organizations can update their own information themselves whenever things change, and allows developers to build impactful applications on top of the data. Now, as an example of what can be created using this open data, we built smcconnect.org. which is a simple but rich website that supports multiple languages, displays results on a map, and automatically works on mobile devices so that police officers and social workers who are out in the field can quickly refer people to the help they need, knowing that the information is current. Now, the next step was to update and improve the data in order to provide more relevant search results. We had to tag organizations with the right keywords and phrases, and with 1,700 entries to edit, we needed help. And who better to help us than our partners at the Human Services Agency and the community-based organizations with their intimate knowledge of the terms that their clients use. And so to leverage this collective intelligence, we organized 2 events where the community came together and updated 1,200 of those entries using another simple website that we built, thereby making the search smarter.
Our process to get here was really what we called an uncommon collaboration. I have to give a shout out to my other fellows, Ans, who is out there somewhere, and Sophia, who came together and offered us some creative technology. And that creative technology was supported by our willingness as a government partner to open our data and to really become willing to look at things in new and different ways and to innovate and transform our system so that we could ensure that our residents had the best chance of making ends meet by getting access to services that could be provided by the site.
So because SMC Connect pulls in data from the Ohana platform, as the community was making the updates during those events that we held, search results were improving in real time on smcconnect.org. Now, that's pretty powerful. But what's even more exciting is that news of our project traveled all the way to DC, where a developer built a working prototype of a text messaging interface so that those residents who don't have access to a web browser can find the services they need. With the Ohana API, it has never been easier to keep your community's information up to date, to build valuable applications that serve underprivileged residents, and to honor the work of nonprofits by referring those residents to them. From the beginning, we knew the value of opening this data, and we want other cities to take advantage of this open source platform. If you can publish your data in our standard, then you can be part of the Ohana platform as well. With a simple data upload, you can change Jackie's life. Thank you.
Thank you.